All right, a little Monday afternoon quarterback. How about this one? And we saw the Cardinals up 10-7, driving, 4th and goal from the 1-yard line with 3 seconds left in the first half. And we lost Charean. They decided, the Cardinals did, instead of kicking the field goal that would have made it 13-7, they decided to get the walk-off touchdown, and it did not work. The Patriots stuffed it. And something Sims said yesterday while we were watching the games, and I think he's absolutely right, a 10-point lead at that juncture of the game may have been more than what the Patriots could have overcome. But it ended up being one of the pieces in the puzzle that led to the Patriots upsetting the Arizona Cardinals. Jarring to see a team like Arizona favored to win in New England, but that's the way it's gone this year for the Patriots. That's the way it's gone for the Cardinals. But now the Cardinals 0-2 since the Hail Murray of 15 days ago, and they are in danger of tumbling out of the playoff picture altogether in the NFC. The division, highly unlikely at this point. Wild card spot, possibly slipping out of their grasp as we have teams like the 49ers and the Vikings making a late push toward the end of the season. Cardinals and Buccaneers need to be worried that playoff spots that we thought were presumed to go to them could end up over the final 25% of the season going somewhere else. All right, the Carolina Panthers had the Vikings beaten. The game was an amazing game from the perspective of how quickly the momentum changed. The Vikings score a field goal to go up 10-7 at halftime. They get the ball to start the second half. They could go up 17-7 and begin the process of putting the pesky Panthers away. Well, Kirk Cousins gets sacked. Ball comes out. Jeremy Chinn scores a touchdown. Next play from scrimmage for the Vikings. Dalvin Cook in a mess of bodies. Ball comes out. Jeremy Chinn scores a touchdown. Back-to-back plays from scrimmage. Chinn, defensive touchdown for the Carolina Panthers. Vikings kept fighting, though, to get back into it. And they made it 24-21. All they had to do was force the Panthers to punt, get the ball back, move the ball down the field, potentially tie it up. Chad Beebe fumbles the punt, muffs it technically. Panthers get it. And this was amazing. The game was over at that point, folks. Turn out the lights. Panthers have the ball. 1st and goal from the 9 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. And the Vikings have 1 timeout. So, Panthers run on 1st down. Clock goes down to 2 minutes. 2-minute warning gives the Vikings a stoppage. Then, with 2 minutes left, 2nd and goal from the 5. Mike Davis gains 2 yards. Vikings take their final timeout. 1:56 to play. Well, at that point, if you're the Panthers and you run the ball and you don't score, you can take another 40 seconds or so off the clock, making it even harder for the Vikings to get down the field and take the lead with a late touchdown. Instead, the Panthers choose to throw the ball. It doesn't work. The clock stops on the incompletion. Field goal try makes it 27-21. Vikings end up having more than enough time, even with no timeouts, to get down the field and score the game-winning touchdown. They had so much time that it gave the Panthers time to get themselves in position for a potential game-winning field goal. I doubt that was part of the strategy for Matt Rule when he managed the clock the way he did at or around the 2-minute warning. Here's Rule's response when asked about that possession after yesterday's game.
We ran the ball on 1st down, went to the 2-minute warning, ran the ball on 2nd down to get them to use their last timeout. And had it been at the 2-yard line, I would have gone for it. At the 3, we hadn't had much success with those type plays yet. So I figured take the points, make them have to score a touchdown and an extra point, with them having no timeouts left. So that was the thought process. Had they scored with 5 seconds left, I would, say maybe I should have run the ball on 3rd down. I thought we had a good play. He was wide open. We just weren't able to connect on it. I thought a touchdown would end the game. 4th down, I just figured take the points, make them score a touchdown. They scored so quickly that I don't know that I can relate it back to any of those things. At least gave us a chance to have the ball back at the end.
And it ultimately did give them the ball back at the end, and they did have a chance to win. But it was stunning to see the Panthers not take every last second they could off the clock before the Vikings got the ball back. Even in an empty stadium, the Vikings are at home, and the Vikings had the offense to get the ball down the field. And part of the problem, too, is the way that the Panthers played the Vikings on that final drive. No blitz, no pressure. Vikings carved them up. I mean, they were at the 10-yard line before you knew it, to the point where they left too much time on the clock for the Panthers to get in position to potentially win the game. One more, though. Chargers clock management at the end of the game, down 27-17 with no timeouts. They hit on a Hail Mary pass with a minute left, a 55-yard pass to Ty Johnson. They get the ball in position, and then they run. They run the ball on a moving clock. When you're down 10, you don't spike it, you run it, and the clock keeps moving, and that was pretty much that for the Chargers. And it feels like that's going to be that for Anthony Lynn. As much as I respect Coach Lynn, they were 12-4 a couple of years ago, but they were 12-4 with so many close games. And that's one thing that Phillip Rivers said after that season. We could have been 16-0. We could have been 6-10 with all the close games. They just happened to win most of them. Since then, a lot of close games that they aren't winning. And with Justin Herbert and that defense that's centered around Joey Bosa, this is an attractive job, and I have a feeling it's going to come open after the season, and the Chargers are going to find someone who will take Justin Herbert, make him into a franchise quarterback, and maybe the Chargers become the preferred team in Los Angeles.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.